Entering tonight, 1-43 in his career when trailing by at least 13 in the fourth. The only win, that 19-point deficit he and the Patriots overcame in the Super Bowl against the Falcons. It's a pretty good time to erase a deficit, and they erased this one and get the victory. And as we do every Monday, we visit with Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. And fellas, as I just said, the entire tenor of this conversation changes. It's a 180, right? I mean, we're about to talk about, gosh, Brady's a mess. This offense stinks. Who's going to win the South? And then they do this, and it is so much like the Rams to me, where they're not good for most of the game. But then with the opportunity, Joe, to grab a hold of it and win it, we shouldn't doubt the guy. But just based on the way the game went tonight, I just wonder what you saw in front of you sort of caught your attention.
Yeah, I think the offensive line got a little bit better. That helps. They did have the 2 holds on Donovan Smith, so that made it that much tougher. But we all saw the same game, and we saw the frustration by Tom Brady and the inability to throw the ball down the field. You know, he's a 45-year-old quarterback, and nobody likes to get hit. And it's they're playing a defense that's had their number, and they've got an offensive line that's undermanned. And so I think the game looked like a lot of people thought it might. And then there was a little crack in there, and Tom Brady took care of the rest. So he was outstanding the last 2 possessions. He got it done at the end. And you still can't doubt him now at the age of 45 or 35 or 25 or whatever year you want to pick.
Troy, what accounts for that, though? I mean, it is a great defense, and maybe it's coverage. You tell me what you saw that the Saints did or didn't do in those last couple. But where the light just comes on for Brady and he seizes this opportunity that seemed for much of the night that it would not be there.
Yeah, well, when you're down 2 scores, and then your mindset obviously is different as a quarterback and an offense and what you have to do. And then defensively, you still feel that you can play soft and give up some plays. And, you know, it opens some things up for an offense to then kind of put something together. And as that drive went along, the defensive pass rush obviously is affected by that as well as they begin to tire. You had the big pass interference penalty,
right,
which set them up. But then, you know, once that score took place, then you're kind of sitting here saying, hey, you know, we've been here before with Tom Brady and then with the ball in his hands. I mean, it has obviously been a really frustrating year for him in a lot of ways. For them not to be able to score points, Tom Brady's never had an offense that didn't finish in the top 12, and only once has it been outside the top 10. So this is a quarterback who's not only put up big numbers personally and won big at the highest level more than anyone else, but he's also scored a lot of points throughout his entire career. So this has been maddening for him. And then you win a game like this the way that he was able to do, it might be what they needed. The year they went on and won the Super Bowl, they were 7-5 at one point, had a win against Minnesota, and never then lost again. So who knows? This team's not that team, and the offensive line, although I think a little bit better, they've still got work to do. But this was a great win for a lot of reasons.
Obviously, and I think it's the kind of thing that makes this team so hard to quit, because they've got that guy. And if they do make the playoffs and host a team, whoever it might be, you think you never know. If they've got a chance in front of him, he might just grab a hold of it the way he did tonight. We've got Rachaad White waiting, and he caught the winning touchdown. And as much as I enjoy your company, gentlemen, I'll say so long for now. Yeah, sorry, Joe. Sorry, Joe. Hey, I called craft services. They got the good stuff there. I went right to Pataro. The good stuff's waiting for you guys.
The good stuff.
There you go.